Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Guns Locked. I'm Gunther the Great. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys how to get skinny dreadlocks. Now, the first question people always ask is, how do I get dreadlocks? And I typically explain that in every single video that I post on any dreadlock review or any tutorial that I do. I basically show you how to get dreads. But then a second question a lot of people ask is, how do I get skinny dreadlocks? Or how do I get thick dreadlocks? Now, a lot of you think it's very simple. You gotta make smaller sections to get skinnier dreads, or you gotta make bigger sections to get thicker dreads. And it's very true. Those are both easy ways to actually get thick or skinny dreadlocks. But there's also other things you have to take into consideration, which would be your hair type and also the maintenance or the method you're gonna choose in order to get the dreads. I'm gonna give you guys two great examples of a skinny dreadlock and a thick dreadlock, because obviously I do have really thick dreadlocks and really skinny dreadlocks. So this is a really skinny dreadlock up close, and here is a really thick dreadlock up close. This one's actually a 5-head Congo. So this one's actually one of my faves, but man, look how skinny it is and look at the comparison, it's crazy. Now there's a difference between a Congo and a dreadlock that just came out thick. So here is a naturally thick dreadlock that is just from the base of the head, and then here's the Congo, but they're literally the same width. This one's 5 dreadlocks and this one's 1 dreadlock. And this one was established from the root, this one is established probably about 1 to 2 years in. Now the thing about the skinny dreadlocks is, if they are skinny, they've always been skinny ever since they were established at the root. That means when I started my dreads, they were skinny when I started them. Easiest way to tell how skinny a dreadlock is gonna be is how thick is the section you have for that dread. Look how small this section is. It's a small section. Now if you look at a thicker section, like literally if you look at the Congo I have, 5-head Congo, you guys are about to be surprised right now. Alright, I hope you guys can see this, but look how big this section is. You see how big that section is for that Congo? It's literally probably 2 to 3 inches diameter. So like I said, it does have a lot to do with your sectioning. So if you create a big section, you're gonna get a big dreadlock. If you create a small section, you're gonna get a skinny dreadlock. Now the biggest thing to consider, what is your hair type? If you have a loose curl pattern, if your hair type is from a 1 to maybe a 3A, I would not recommend getting smaller sections, just because it's gonna take more hair to actually lock up. But with thicker hair, that's why you see a lot of people who have really thick and coarse, like more of like African hair type. You'll see people who have a lot of dreadlocks and they're all really skinny. And you see people with straighter hair or more of a curly hair and they have thick dreadlocks and they don't have that many. I mean, sometimes even with people with straighter hair, they'll have skinny dreadlocks and they won't have that many. Just because with straighter hair, it takes more hair to actually lock up. Thicker hair, it takes less hair to lock up, just because the curl pattern makes up for all of that hair. Now, if you really think about it, wavy hair, like it takes up less space, but thick and curly hair takes up more space because it's so thick and curly. So it's almost like a 3-to-1 ratio, if that makes sense. 4C type hair is taking up more space than a 1 type hair or like a 2A type hair, because it's straight. I got pretty technical, but with all that being said, with straight hair, you might have to make a bigger section in order to make a skinnier dreadlock, just because you're gonna need more hair to actually lock up your hair. But it's very easier with coarse hair. That's why people with coarse hair or 4C type hair look at people with straight hair and say, why are you getting dreadlocks? You shouldn't be getting dreadlocks. And the biggest reason is because it's tougher to get dreadlocks with straight hair. You know, people with 4C type hair get dreadlocks just because it's more of a suitable hairstyle for them, but I'm not even gonna get into that. But the biggest thing is, if you want skinnier dreadlocks, make sure you make a skinnier section, but make sure that you have enough hair in that section in order to actually lock up your hair. Because you can't create a small section and only have like maybe like 20 strands of hair, and they're not able to combine just because there's not enough hair to actually create a lock. And let's be real, there probably is enough hair to create a lock, but it's not gonna be as strong as you would like it to be. So make sure if you have wavy or straight hair, make a bigger section than you would if you had coarse or 4C type hair. Just because, like I said, with 4C type hair, it takes less hair to actually lock up than straight hair or 1 type hair or 2A type hair or anything like that. Anything under 3A, I would say. So if this makes sense in your head, that's why you see a lot of people with coarse or 4C type hair with skinnier dreadlocks, and you see a lot of people with straight or wavy hair with thicker dreadlocks. It's just because that's what's more suitable for them. That's why you don't really see many people with straight hair having really skinny dreadlocks, just because it takes more hair with straight hair. But guys, I wanted to make this video to inform you how to get skinny dreadlocks, and also kind of just tagged along how to get thick dreadlocks. But if this video did help you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, go check out the Instagram page. It's @GunsLocked. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.